just impatient. So welcome
What
back.
is up?
That's Chewy.
What is up, everybody? If you can hear Lang in the ether.
Hi. In the ether. Hello.
I'm like pointing to nothing.
There's a Chewy somewhere.
What is up, everyone? Today we got a really exciting stream. We're building an Iron180. Mason Gray, what's up? Also, Streaking Bison, thank you for the 3 months. Peace and love. It is a new day. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So, how are you today, Chewy?
I'm good, man. I woke up a little later than usual. My phone died, and I plugged it in. Can you guys hear Lang okay, by the way, chat? But I woke up like 45 minutes later than I usually do on Saturdays, which is fine. But I had a dope breakfast and then had to get some chores done. Got everything, you know. I love streaming at 2 in the afternoon on a Saturday because I can just kind of casually set up. There's not a lot of stress, not a lot of rush. I usually get it set up in the morning. A little low, that's fine. Turn it up just a little bit.
Ooh, my bad then.
Lang, start screaming.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
So no, it's been a chill day. I don't have stream lights, which is great because I don't have to stare at lights. So
mine is very bright, which is I'm okay with it because I work and live in a dungeon. My office is a dungeon, so I've spruced it up a bit, as those of you that don't join often can see. I now have famous artwork on the wall from a Miss IKEA. She's very popular in Sweden. And one thing that I wanted to let you know, Chewy, I'm showing some of the early folks the one-off proto that I had for the 180. And I didn't, for the sanity of Smith and Rune, I did not put Handerbite on this one, but I did put little Tykes switches in it just to be annoying. So I'll take nudes. I'll take nudes of it as a subtle Handerbite. So
there you go. So guys, real quick, actually, we have 2 giveaways today. Lang, why don't you tell them what they're gonna get from you?
Yes, so the first giveaway that we'll do today after the build is we have an Electrotype 60 from Switch Couture that I built with round 1 Tangies with 98 gram springs. We're going to give that keyboard away because why the hell not? I have enough 60s already. And I'm not giving you DMG though. It's on the board currently, not getting it. But here it is. This is a keyboard we're going to give away at the end of the stream. So I built it yesterday. If you want to watch the VOD, it's got the feet on it. It's a lovely little keyboard.
Hell yeah. Alansky, what's up, dude? Yeah, it's been a minute. You know, I get it, man. Like, I get, you know, like sometimes you watch streams like religiously for like 3 months and then you have to take a break, and I get that. No, and then today we're giving away a group by spot, keyword spot, for the Iron180. So, this is not a free board, although we might throw something in. Mex on Deck might donate something. But what we will do is you do get the spot. It's reserved for you, so you don't have to fight the other thousands of people. So it'll be nice knowing, like, going into next Saturday, it'll be nice knowing, like, hey, I don't have to worry about fighting all these other people. You just know, you'll just PM me and we'll get in with Smith and Rune, and you'll pick all the options that you want and be able to submit. You'll get your spot guaranteed. So guaranteed. So real quick, if you do not plan on or are unable to buy this, please don't enter, because that takes away a spot from somebody else. Also, if you win, you have to be the one to get it. If you decide that you go and sell that later, like, bad on you. Like, this is for people who want the Iron180 and want to type on it. Now, if you get it and you type on it and you realize you don't like it anymore, that's fine. That's a whole different story. If you sell your spot, this is the most aggressive I'll be, but if you sell your spot, you won't be able to enter in any more giveaways on this channel, and that word will get around. No, as Streaking Bison said, no flippy bears.
No flippy bears.
No flippy bears. Jack Static, thank you for the 16 months of Tier 1.
Yes. So I also have to say some thanks. Bresky, thank you for the sub at Tier 1. Existentially yours, my dude. 3-month sub. Thank you very much. Yes, Geo. It is the Langlandia, because I'm so impressive. Oh God.
So
So would you like to unveil yours? I've already teased a little bit with the red that is a one-off on mine. Would you like to share?
why don't you share yours first? Because mine
Okay.
has some strings attached to it.
Oh, that's fair. That's a fair point. So I'm building Luke's personal board today, and it is the grain colorway of the 180. And sorry, I've apparently put some fingerprints on it, with the black aluminum base. So here, I'll pick her up for you. Ooh, celebrity, right? So it's dirty because I have been already playing around on purpose because I'm doing typing tests of all of the different materials available. So the big old back on her, big old booty.
That booty.
That booty. That booty. So yeah, the green actually is quite fantastic in terms of the color.
Is it green or is it grain?
Well, so, obviously different materials produce different colors, but this color is a very deep green.
Mm-hmm.
So on camera it actually looks more green than it is in person. But not by much. So like right now, this part right here, essentially to the angle I'm looking at it is black.
Yeah.
Is what it kind of looks like. Like it's very dark. So it's a really good color that will match a shocking amount of things. So
hell yeah.
We're gonna build this with a brass plate and Zycos. So I will struggle today because jamming Zycos into a brass plate will be tiring.
I'm building on a Zyco desk mat. Does that count?
Okay, yes, that does absolutely count. Hype train. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Lang,
review for the tube. Thank you.
Lang is a brave man. So yeah. Biohazard, thank you. 4 months already. Keep it going. You guys are awesome. Thank you very, very much.
Awesome.
Said that over the other person. Deathmatch looks good. Yes, it does have some issues with the alignment. As I can kind of pull the corners in. As you can see, the corners are different, so we're getting another one to make sure alignment is all Gucci. So it'll be a little bit longer, but the colors and everything looks fantastic. It is a little more green hue. I take some of the green out on my camera, or on this camera. So there is a little bit more green that comes through on this in person, but it's like right here is just closer to a teal than it is a blue. But yeah, so this is fun. All right, so this is the case you get. Nice.
This is special.
This is very special because we have another announcement.
Yes. Announcement bears.
Announcement
extra. Read all about it.
So, there are a handful of standard colors. I believe you can get one in the grain colorway. You can get one in like a Stormtrooper white. Do they make a black one? I should probably know this.
So the bases will come in two options. There will be aluminum, which will be black, or you can upgrade to brass, which will be natural, but it will still be coated.
Yeah. So
it'll be that kind of goldish color. And then the top colors, as you've already pointed out, are grain, white, and graphite.
Yeah, so gray.
Just like the iron. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said grain. I'm confused already. Anyway.
So, real quick, chat, I want everyone to post your favorite color of Iron165 in chat. Just list out those favorite colored Iron165s.
Yeah, there's
plum,
not going to be a
plum, 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 plum,
plum, plum, plum, plum, plum, plum, plum.
Boom.
Oh, I'm at 69 viewers right now.
Woo, woo.
Nice.
Plum.
Vote 69.
So
Vote
this
69.
is the Plum Iron180. So this, I'm not going to peel this off. I'm going to send this back. A little fingerprinty. I literally pulled this out of the case. I walked outside. I took a picture of it. I sent it to Osiris. And then I put it right back in the case. So this is the Plum colorway. You can show it off on here. This thing looks fantastic.
Thank you for the cheers.
So, how do you get the plum?
How can I get a plum?
How can you get the plum? So, there is a Victory auction going for 10 of these boards. It is this exact board, and there are 10 of these available. It will be held November 28th and November 29th. Both Win keyless and Windows key available. It's a pretty simple Victory auction. Like I said, 10 of these. I don't know. I assume there are 11 of these in the world, this being the 11th. This is for Vox that I'll be building it today. So, yeah, this thing looks amazing.
Yeah, so that is, these units already exist. So this isn't like waiting for a group buy. Like,
you will get
if you win and pay, you get it 6 months early.
You will get an Iron 180 by the end of the year if you win these.
Sindragoso, how to win the slot for the raffle. So at the end, we will play marbles on I Will Raid, Mechs on Deck. We will all very much have some fun playing marbles, and that's how you will win the spot to purchase an Iron 180.
Yes, it is. Just to remind everyone, it is purchase. First thing you do with a board. In my opinion, the first thing you do is get those bump-ons on.
Dem bump-ons already on the base of that one because I've been playing with it. So, yeah, I'm gonna start doing stabs because our friend Luke likes full backspace, so I have extra than I'm used to today. So, also shout out to George. I missed some cheers from Streaking Bison, and I have missed a lot of follows. I want to say thank you very much to everyone who has started following. And if I missed your sub, I love you. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Well, funny you should ask that. Mason Gray asked, Chewy, I watched you chatting with Apiary, but y'all never got to your thoughts on Infinity. As someone who joined Cabernet, should I be worried? I'll be honest. Right now, yeah. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Right now, they have not proven that they can release a good QC'd set. So, I mean, that's not a slam at TKC. That's more of a slam at Infinity. We've seen issues with coloring and warping from grain, and now we've seen issues of color matching with pastel rainbow. So right now, I'm not happy with it. I don't. There are a lot of people unhappy with it. That's not to say you should panic completely, but I would not get your hopes up.
Yeah, so I do know that, and this is, timelines are very interesting when it comes to the way that Infinity has come into the market. Oh, Iwane, thank you for the gifted subs. Yet again, a huge supporter. Many loves. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But, they like to have short lead times on Infinity, the way that Key Company has operated. So, a lot of times they try and get the order in, and they had a very short production timeline originally for grain and for pastel and for Islander, right? So they were all like very, 8 to 12 weeks of production in QC, and that was that. When grain delivered, Islander and pastel were kind of in the process of being produced. So they now have implemented new processes, and they have new spacebar molds is number one. And number two, they've increased the timeline of production in QC, I think up to 20 weeks now, as opposed to the 8 to 12. So I think they're taking steps, but I do agree with Chewy that it's still a concern. I would not be concerned, hopefully, moving forward with Cabernet, but I mean, I would,
Yeah, I don't want to sugarcoat it.
They haven't delivered. They haven't delivered, unfortunately, on the level that I would have expected.
Yeah, until they release a product that's good, that's like, I'm happy to be spending $100 on this. I can't full-heartedly say. So, but here's the plate. Plate, once again, it's got your relief cuts for that optimal typing experience. Brass plate. So, little flex on the hand, but it's not going to really flex on the board. And then this PCB is lit, man. This nice,
dude. The proto color. PCBs, it was so smart. I think that purple will be their prototype, so they know. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they will do purple PCBs in the future. So let's take a look at that here in my channel too, if you're not watching both. Very pretty. The purple masking is lovely.
Yeah.
Thoughts on ePBT in comparison? I personally have never owned ePBT outside of their ABS, but having seen it in person and knowing, I think that their quality is superior. Mm-hmm. So
I have owned Grayscale, and I really liked it. I didn't have any issue. I had my 2.75U shift key was warped, but who uses 2.75U shift key? That's so gatekeepy sounding. I'm sorry, but I never used that key, so I wasn't worried about it. But looks like we got some Zeal stabs.
Yeah, I also have Zeal stabs on my end
here, nice and fancy. So we're gonna get started on lubing. We're doing split backspace, split right shift on these bad boys.
That is incredible. Again, Luke, not going split backspace or right shift, but that's fine. To each their own.
Less Zycos you have to worry about.
This is a true statement. Yes. Good times.
So,
right.
for those wondering, here, let's just for the newer people, the newer folks in the keyboard community, come on. What we're doing, we're lubing the sides of each of the inserts. I usually lube a little bit heavier, but for this is the fact that this is not my build, although I did tell them that it's going to be at least a week before I send it back.
Yes.
You're gonna lube the stabs, just get a nice even coating on the inside of these, and then I'll go ahead while I'm zoomed in. I'll go ahead and show one of these housings. I usually do kind of all in one. Come on, and then I just go on the inside, basically exactly where the stabs are going to be touching, potentially rattling. Just a nice even layer. I'm using 205 grade 0. There are a couple different options you can lube with. I have found 205 grade 0 to be the most reliable for long term.
Yeah, and one recommendation I have, because a lot of times you'll do stabs and you'll try and tune them and you'll hear a rattle. In my experience, a lot of rattle will come from the end of the wire inside the back of the housing. So literally the very end, this part, going up and down in the slider.
Mm-hmm.
So what I actually end up doing is I like to call it, and I think I stole this from Josh, or I am me, you are you. I like to plug the butt. So on the back end, is an angle up where the actual end of the stab wire goes, and that can rattle in there. So I actually just pre-lube the inside of that to make sure that there's a coating all around the inside so it doesn't rattle.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
So a lot of times if you've tuned your stabs a bunch of times and you can't figure out, oh my God, why not? Why won't it stop rattling? I find that that's the culprit. So
Top Clack subbed Dat Plate, guys. Top Clack, give them a follow if you do not already. They are the OGs. Quakeums and Jay are amazing people. And no, I am not in any way, shape, or form upset that I didn't get invited onto the show.
But you've had me and Osiris before, so
I'm just giving you shit, Quakeums.
Also,
it could be Jay. I don't know.
The crazy thing is that they have a sub who has subscribed for 38 months.
Damn. Respect.
Someone has consistently never not subbed to Top Clack, and it's incredible. And that's the level that you expect from those guys, because they really are just great humans, and I love their content. So good people.
Great people. No, I love those guys, and it's trust me, I don't want anyone to think that I would ever be upset with Top Clack. Can I get your opinion on my first build that I just finished? SD Zao, absolutely. But I don't know what it is, so I'm going to assume that you're going to message it.
Link it, yeah.
I can drink
HKF brings up an interesting point, because I seem to remember that there used to be a lot of complaints about EPVT and warping years ago, right? Like
when
they had a pretty bad rep.
When Black on White first came out, that was the one that Gawk had done all that work for.
Yeah.
To get the legends aligned, and it had some rough problems.
Yeah, so I think another thing too is, like, to your point, Chewy, you kept saying right now I don't trust because they haven't delivered yet.
Yeah.
I think it's fair for us to recall being patient with people like EPVT, because again, like, if you're a newer or like you've never had QC processes before at a stringent kind of level, like, it'll take you a while to get to the point where you're delivering consistently on a high level of quality. So I hope for the future for Infinity that is the case.
Yes, the issue is Infinity is fighting the harder fight of there are probably 3 times as many people buying keycap sets now as when PBT first started hitting the scene. So I got
Cinder Goats. Sorry, go ahead.
I got a couple followers. Cook1, Bots, Passive, Kier, Glavico, HKF57, and Ayamobs and Gru Girl. Thank you for the follow. And Wiso. Sorry, Wiso. Thank you for the follow.
Wiso. Thanks for following my friend Stuart and Mex on Deck, by the way. So Cinder Gosso is asking, so I'm setting the stabs upright on my mat, and he's asking if the grease will stick to the mat if I do that. I'm not lubing the bottom of those sliders at all. That said, all of these desk mats that you're buying from Novel Keys or TKC or whomever, they are washable. So I've never been concerned about getting them dirty because I will eventually just wash them if they are bothering me. So, yeah, there shouldn't be much 205 on that at all. But even if there is, I'll just wash it and we'll call her a day.
This is a prototype mat that I don't mind getting janked up. So
Kubachek.
There's another one.
Kubachek, thank you for the donation, my friend. I didn't know you were in chat. Many loves. Our friend Kubachek, yes, we were both building an Iron180. Our friend Kubachek is the designer of the Pearl and also the Pandora.
Old school. And
he is a hell of a good designer and a lovely human being. So if you don't already know who that is, we should make you more aware of who that is.
The Pearl was like uber popular before uber popular was a thing.
Yes, and I have had the pleasure of experiencing that board before, and it genuinely is a triumph.
It's a sick board. I've typed
especially
on one
for years ago. Like, you know, because when you look at like the modern M0110, you look at and you say this was a good board 2.5 years ago. The Pearl still now is a very good board.
Yeah,
like it's incredible. So. And hello, Brian is also in this chat. I'm assuming it's Brian, unless it's J-Man from our Top Clack friends. The J-Man. J-Man. What would J-Man do?
So a drop alt high pro, 24 hours to mirror polish. Okay. I assume that means you mirror polished it yourself. Helio V2s lubed and filmed with 205. Keycaps MT3 black and white stabilizer. Cherry MX. It's a solid first board, man.
Yeah, man. Brez, thank you for the 4th month. I love you, and you are my friend. It's Brian. You're watching both. Good. I love you. I love this community because of how much it supports one another. Oh, speaking of supporting other streamers, we started supporting a new streamer last night.
Hell yeah, dude.
Would you like to talk about her?
Let me get this stab in.
Okay.
And then, Basic with a K on the end. She's actually going to be on our show Wednesday.
Oh my God! It already happened.
It's already happening. So, she is. Whoop, putting that on backwards. She is. I tuned into her stream because Lang rated and then Keep Noob was mentioned it, and I was like, oh, let's go check her out. Stream quality was impeccable.
Yeah.
Fantastic stream quality, great personality. Check her out if you have not already.
Yes. High quality stream with a lovely human being sounds like a winning combination to me. So,
yep. Man, I'm having just as much issues with these Zeal stabs as my buddy the other day. There we go.
Oh, yes, our other new streaming friends.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of new streaming friends.
I love checking out new streamers. I always, you know, the people that have put in the time and the effort, I love watching them, and I love catching them when I can, like Apiary, Mentally, DD Decline, Lang, of course, Nathan, Top Clack. Those guys are great, but it's always good to support the new people as well, because it's dangerous. You know, it's scary streaming right now because streaming can be scary, and if you get a lot of people watching you, that can be nerve-wracking. It's also something where if you're, you know, the best thing I can say is don't expect much when you first start streaming, because you could be streaming to 4 people for the first 3 months. But you know, that's scary. That can be a literally a mental health problem when
This is the Bluetooth
Why don't people
logo
like me,
I draw
right?
when
Yeah.
I am drunk.
so
Yeah.
this is the Bluetooth logo I draw when I'm drunk. That's good. That's good. Thank you, Pseudo Smile, for the 12 months sub. So Steelwind says, "How's it going?" I'm good, man. I'm just lubing some stabs.
This is another reason why I love this community, because I feel like it's so far and wide reaching. Like, you know, I've got some Spanish going on in my chat. Just last week, I learned that there is a very healthy, very active Arabic community, in, you know, a sub community in keyboards. I just love how open and wide it is. It feels to be very inclusive.
Yep.
So, oh, Mr. Mar, I like you too, baby. I like you very much. Sorry, Chewy, I interrupted you.
Wait, Chewy, is that a 65%? Are you talking about up here? No, this is my Singa. This is a 75%.
You want to come say hi?
Oh, I just slammed my keyboard.
No, you don't want to come say hi? You want to say hi? There's a camera right there. Come here.
Oh my god.
Come say hi.
Your kid is
This
too
is
adorable.
Elijah. Say hello.
Hello.
It's right there. Say hi.
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 Gonna be bigger than Nathan
Why
Kim
don't
in
you-
no time.
Right? Why don't you have Harrison come downstairs so he can talk to me about it, okay? Thanks. I think Mom is out on a mission looking for a new hi internet. Hi. Yes, he's so good. Minilandia. Damn Skippy. Damn Skippy.
I think who
He is
asked,
a
was it
cutie.
Mason Gray? No. Rabbit Sensei. There it is. Whoop, wrong way.
Oh, Rocket Pete, I have grown a clone. Too cute. Well, thank you for the kind words about my lovely son. I'm a big fan of him.
Big fan.
Also, Brian, I have to say I have converted fully to the Spindrift cult in terms of fizzy water. The tea and lemon one is actually very surprising in how lovely it is. So, ooh, upcoming LATAM community, hell to the yeah, yes.
So,
Ooh, you go ahead.
oh, sorry. I was just going to say, quick shout out to our Twitch. We have 2 new moderators on Twitch.
Oh,
We have the lovely Keeb Noob, longtime watcher, great friend. Check out her channel as well. She does some awesome content with gaming and keyboards. And then Abracadaniel, who is now a Twitch mod. So, as well as both of them are mods on Discord. Got, you know, we like picking the people that are here a lot and have a good idea on what the goings on Twitch. So, but yeah, give them.
Couldn't have anything to do with nepotism, but that's fine.
If you guys don't know, Abracadaniel is my lovely wife. So.
And she is a wonderful human.
She is.
I'm just being a bitch right now. That's all.
The best.
So.
So always here to your left. Absolutely.
I am proud to be able to call both of those new moderators, both women, my friends. So, very happy about that.
Absolutely. All right, so we got some stabs done. We're gonna get these screwed in, and then I'm probably going to delay a little bit to where your stabs are done.
Well, see, I'm driving the struggle bus right now. Did you have trouble getting the wire into the sliders?
I did at first, but then
I'm about to yeet this one, man. That's frustrating.
I just got good. Like.
Okay, well, I don't usually have problems putting this in the hole, so.
Make sure you hit that hole, man.
Well, I mean, as evidenced by a clone, I'm pretty good at this. So, anyways. Yes, Abracadaniel can ban me now. Oh, Kubachek likes women friends. This is known. This is known. Yes, the small shaft struggles to get in the hole. This is an accurate statement, Perez.
But another thing and I don't want to, this might sound like, oh, I'm happy specifically because Basic is a woman, but you got to support female streamers. They go through shit that we never have to worry about.
Exactly.
And it is all about, as Quakem said a long time ago, growing together and growing as a whole community and showing support for one another. And it does not matter. Her stream quality and her personality has nothing to do with her gender, but what's great is that she's awesome. And in a predominantly male-dominated hobby, We need to
Could not agree more.
We need to lift up the awesome women in this hobby.
Yeah, representation matters, dude. Like, it's huge. The
So-
fact that there are now more popular female streamers, I genuinely believe is the reason why we continue to see more female streamers. Because if I don't ever see anyone like me or who represents me doing the thing that I want to do, why would I ever have the courage to do it? You know, it's important. So I love it. I think it's great.
Who knew representation was needed?
Well, so like I have this, like, it's kind of always in my mind about that stuff. Like I love reading stories about like the little boy who's in a wheelchair who goes to Target and sees that they used a model who's in a wheelchair for their ad campaign and is like excited that because they've never seen anyone that looks like them doing something like that. And that is not only sad to me, but it's also fantastic that that child now sees someone that looks like them and, you know, they feel more at home in the world. Like
They feel things.
Yeah, they feel things, you know?
Absolutely.
Sorry, that's one of the things, if anyone's new to the Langlandia stream, that's one of the things you're going to hear a lot about is I'm quite leftist, so I'm going to talk about lovely things like inclusion. Those are things I chat about around these parts. And many times I'm joined by my brother, who is silly bears, which is always a good time. So yeah, spaces like Cute Keyboard Club, boom. It's right. That Clifford Mao is my brother. I'm as red as my name. Silly spears.
How
Or silly,
much is
silly
the
pears?
How much is the Iron180? I need to look that up as I forget numbers a lot. Often it's bad. I need to learn this more, but oftentimes I won't know the price of something.
Yeah.
If I don't plan on getting it. I know Osiris is planning on getting one, and so, you know, we love boards and we both love multiple types of boards, but we try not to get too many of the same board.
Oh,
because
so I have it right here thanks to HKF57. Pricing: Canon keys, $585 for the aluminum kit, $835 for the brass kits. And if you're a Euro friend, it's €589 including VAT, so that's important. €845 for the brass kit including VAT. And lastly, iLum KB, $799 SGD, $1138 SGD.
So
and,
let's talk about price real quick, because I'll be honest, those are high numbers. Those are high numbers for a keyboard. But what you're getting a lot of things out of these prices. You're getting. I'm going to hold up one more time this plate, because honestly, this plate is worth that money. All these cuts are there for a reason. All of these cuts are there for a reason. All of these, you know, relief cuts, and they're all there from hours and hours, if not days of research, trying to get the best typing feel out of a keyboard. On top
specifically
of
consistency.
Exactly. They're trying to make it to where no matter what key you hit, unless maybe a stabilized key, but even then, you're going to feel the exact same. So $585, you're paying for, one, a good quality board that's going to be amazing. Two, you're paying for the R&D prices that went into going for this. Three, it's a TKL, which means that's just a lot of metal. You get a case with it, and honestly, you're getting relief. I mean, we're not gonna, sugarcoat it. We live in a world where these boards are going to go for 3, 4, 5 times that much.
Mm-hmm.
And so $585, yeah, I would pay $585 for this. I'm not going to, because I already have a TKL and I'm trying to go wide with the amount of layout boards I have. And also Osiris is getting one, so I'm not like concerned with the boards. Like I'll if I want to go over and borrow it, I'll just tell him, hey, I want to borrow the iron.
Yeah. So. And I have a couple thoughts too, because like when Iron165 ran, you had the option of getting a copper artisan to go with it that was like $60, right? The artisans are the logo on this board, and come included in that price that are anno matched. So
Yeah.
you also have this lovely design option of whether you want there to be represented a logo on your TKL, or if you just want it to be clean with no logo on top as you're looking down. That's an option as well.
Mhm.
So I again echo exactly what she was saying. I would pay that all the time.
Is it expensive? Yeah, it's expensive, but this board's not for
Yeah.
everybody. The board's not for everybody. And they need to get themselves paid. They're trying, I know that both of them, while they are both workaholics, I know that both of them would love to be able to do this enough to where they can start, potentially even having in-stock items and doing more.
Yes.
But I'll explain this. The Iron165 was expensive, but we wouldn't be able to do these 10 Vickery boards right out the gate if the Iron165 didn't make them money.
Exactly.
People need to make the money.
And so then there's in-stock keyboards for those that can afford it. And there's still the group buy model for those that are able to get in. So it's not perfect, right? None of the things that we do in this hobby are perfect, but at the very least, there are now a lot more boards available than there were for 165. And there's some in stock for those people that don't want to wait and have the money to not wait. So
how does this board compare to the GMMK Pro? Not even close. GMMK Pro is so much better.
I will be quiet. I will be quiet.
I've said my thoughts on it. The GMMK Pro and the Iron180, one, are two extremely different boards, and two, they're also marketed towards two very different people.
I had something earlier that I was going to comment on, but I lost it. Oh, if someone can do me a favor, if you're not already in the Smith and Rune Discord, please join it if you have questions. There are FAQs about the 180 there. But if someone could look at the price they have listed for our friends at Desk Hero, so there are Canadian units set aside for this group buy as well, and they will run through Desk Hero. And I don't know what the Canada price on those units is, but someone asked and I don't have the answer. So thank you. Okay, so I have stabs done now. Finally. Fucking stabs. I'm so bad at stabs. They sound good when I'm done, but I'm slow as hell. So
just testing my stabs now.
Because I'll have this board for a little bit, I will skip the testing and trust that I nailed it, because I'll be able to fix it if not. So.
This guy.
I'm sure I didn't nail it, but I mean, because there's additional stabs, but I tend to be pretty consistent with them, and it's Luke's board, so I'm gonna make it perfect before I send it back anyway.
Also,
I would do that for anyone's anyway, but I mean, it's the board he designed, so there's an extra level of special.
So here's something. I'm going to see if I can poke this through. This looks like a little metal piece. I don't know if this is supposed to be here. I'm assuming not. But this, now granted, these are protos, but this little piece looks like it just didn't get popped out. So your boy's gonna try and pop it out real quick.
Cool.
But
I have Enigma in my chat. He designed Infinitum, a beautiful board. Hello, thank you for joining. And apparently Canada is roughly the same conversion as SGD. So for those of you that are seeing the iLoom KB pricing in my chat, that's what you're going to be looking at for Canada. And I believe there will be some region locking, at least for a time, for those international vendors. What?
Mason Gray says, Mr. Relief Cut, wouldn't see that on a GMMK Pro.
So the board that I'm using, this is the Electrotype 60 that we're going to give away at the end. DMG, my key set, will stay with me, but the keyboard with the round 1 tangies and 98 gram springs is one of the two things that we're giving away at the end. For those of you that have joined, Chewy, what is the other giveaway? I forgot.
We are giving away an Iron180 group buy spot. Not a board, but a spot, so you will not have to fight people for those sought-after spots.
Which is quite lovely. Because, I mean, they will sell out and quickly. So it's just, let's call a duck a duck. That's what'll happen.
But what if it's a mallard?
Well, I mean, it's still a duck, so I don't see the problem.
What if it's a duck that identifies as a mallard?
Well, then it's still a duck.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's fine. We're not going to sit here and tell a duck, how they can and cannot identify as individuals.
I love ducks, man. I've got a lamp that looks like a duck.
Okay, so production PCB color, I don't know if that... I don't think the production PCBs will be purple. I believe they will be black. I believe they are using purple as prototype colors on purpose. I cannot confirm or deny what the PCB color will be. Maybe that's in the FAQs and I missed it, but it really is a lovely purple.
What if it's
very pretty purple.
quackums? I need quackums in my life.
Yes, quackums. Oh, I was going to point out earlier, there is a person in my chat named Silly Pears with a P. So when I said Silly Bears, when I was talking about Travis, he put question marks and like, what? Why are you talking about me? No, I was not speaking to you, but I love your name. Silly Pears. Silly Pears. Silly Pears.
I like that it's saying. I'm dumb. I didn't even look at the plate, but I like that it's saying fixed plate. So the only options here are your caps lock, your right shift, and your backspace, which I appreciate.
But even if it's not a fixed plate, on the back they've done the nice screen printing work of pointing out which hole for like a 125 or a 15.
Mm-hmm.
So you get that extra lovely touch as well. And this PCB, for those of you again who are like, it really is a lot of money. This PCB was designed by Matt in partnership with Gondolindrum, who is PCB Jesus.
Gondo's
so
Liddy.
he
and
Wilba.
Yeah, Gondo and Wilba are like the PCB bros.
It's always nice to find the right hole on the first try, says DDD Klein. That is an accurate sentiment that I also feel.
Another one, DDD Klein is he is amazing. He is one of my favorite. He's my favorite current keyboard streamer, hands down. I love watching him more than anybody right now. But Basic might take that.
Yeah.
She may steal that right out from under him.
Sir Knighting, what is special about their PCBs? So not only in visual aspects, but the way that they write their firmware and the production that they go through is also very important. So they are very well-designed, high-end PCBs. Heine is also extremely good at what he does in terms of his PCBs. So let's not remove him.
No, not at all.
But as an example, like the PCB that I had in here, is not as easy to flash as a Wilba PCB, especially when we're talking VIA. The PCB in my TX E087 is the Suo PCB, which is fine, but it also is pretty crappy in terms of how the software works. So when you get this, you're paying for hassle-free is essentially what you're looking for.
Absolutely. Dude, Basic Builds is here, by the way.
Oh my God, what? Hi.
Yeah, dude.
Hi, Basic.
Fucking lit.
How are you? Ugh,
Basic
so
and DD Decline. But follow both the last two people to talk in chat. Basic Builds, DD Decline. Go hit follow. Watch theirs. Basic coming on our show Wednesday. And she's also got a subathon coming up next Saturday, a week from today. Subathon. She wants to play Among Us. I think.
I think
we might have to pull some strings, and maybe she'll allow us to play some Among Us.
I guess we'll have to.
We'll just
Darn
have to.
it. We've never played that game.
Damn, never once.
Thomas, yes, I do agree. Look, my first time using it, it wasn't as bad as everyone made it seem it was. However, I got lucky and it worked on my PC, whereas many other people are not as lucky that the software just flat out doesn't fucking work for them. So, Lang is sus. I'm telling you this now, Basic. Always vote me out. Always. I will ruin a game just by being alive.
It's just easier. So what I'm doing right now, which shout out to Delafin, because this is Delafin's solder shrine. I am soldering in some anchor switches just to make sure the plate and PCB are nice and even. So, what I try and do, I make sure my stabs are in, and then I just try and hit kind of the outer rim. I didn't really put one right here. I usually would, but whatever.
So Chewy, since you're Zyko Jesus, am I preloading this plate? Is that a wise choice?
How could you tell? I don't, but IMEURU does.
Okay, so we're gonna see how much struggle I have because we're doing Zycos. If you're in the Mechs on Deck stream, Zycos are they have a Zycos command. I do not. Zycos are Yak top, Halo stem,
Drop top.
Zeal V2 bottom. So they are very special switches.
Very expensive.
Very expensive. They're only about $6 billion per switch, which is it's a little expensive.
So, let's see. Rocket Pete, thank you. Also, I missed Bueno Builds gifted a sub to Basic Builds. And
Ooh, Bueno Builds.
Soup is tasty. 5, thank you for the follow as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
this is going to be a struggle.
Oh, I solder at 660 degrees. Lang, what would you recommend?
I solder at 661 degrees because you're always one better than Chewy that way. And that is not a joke. I always solder at 661.
So, Rocket Pete, it will be a marble stream at the end. I will go over it probably 3 or 4 times.
Ooh, Abracadaniel has redeemed a Minnesota Minute. Abracadaniel. So one thing that happens in Langlandia is I happen to live up north in the United States near Minneapolis, and there's also a lot of fun small towns up here. So anyways, so today, I has a friend, we go to meet her at the park, and of course, in true normal fashion, all week long we were so gosh darn busy that we couldn't actually go to like a big park with the boys at night. We just played outside. So today, the first day where the weather actually changes, it's really windy, and it's honestly, it was quite unenjoyable for us to be out at the park today. But we got our tea, and we got us some coffee, and we just we powered through it there. The best part is that my boys are very, very Minnesotan. So what ends up happening is they're out playing, we're sitting there kind of shivering a bit because we're a little cold, and all we were sweatshirts, and they come over and they take their sweatshirts off and they says, "Oh gosh, I'm sweating so hard, I'm because it's so gosh darn hot outside." I'm like, "Buddy, it's 55 and the wind's blowing like a heck." And golly, it's just, at least they're Minnesotan, you can't complain about that. So
I love you, Lang.
Yes. Oh yes. Oh, we did it.
Oh.
I do my best to not breathe. It's helpful if you don't breathe.
It's best to not breathe.
So I will say that once I've kind of figured out how they are pressed in easier, it has gotten better for me.
Yep.
Zycos. And someone commented about the best part about Zycos is how you break them during the building process.
Yes.
I right now will happily report that I somehow, by a miracle of God, if they exist, was able to break 0 out of 100 Zycos. So far, I have broken 0. Did you just swear at me, Chewy?
On accident.
Oh, I was like, are you swearing at my ability to get them finished?
Yeah, why don't you just shut the up?
Oh, Piotr, honestly, so Piotr asks how I like the Switch Couture build. Stacked acrylic, whether it's from Switch Couture or Clavier in Europe or Q.
Or SM
and
keyboards.
SM keyboards. Honestly, stacked acrylic is legit, especially for the price. It sounds great. It feels nice to type on, in my opinion. I highly recommend stacked acrylic boards if you are looking for something non-metal. So absolutely,
100%. I got one right here. It's behind my little Chewy collection. But
You
I love
Iron180 Proto Insanity.
Yep, I think it's great.
Review for
Okay,
the tube.
so-
Thank you for the 7 months sub, dude.
Well, review
Iron
for the
Proto,
tube
man.
is a G. It's a G.
Is a G. What panda tops are you using for Zycos, drop, polar, red? You notice any difference? The drop panda tops I have noticed are a little harder to get securely on, but
Which
they
one are
don't.
the drop. Oh, drops. Got it.
Yeah,
Drop.
They're harder to get secure on, but they do not break as much as the Yawks do. Now, the Zycos that I use, the first ones that were made were with red Yawks. I don't think there's going to be a huge difference in which one you really use. It's not going to make any. There's not going to be any like significant difference in regards to like sound and feel.
Yeah. Marginal differences at best if you do a side by side, which you're not doing if you're building Zycos.
Yeah. Is it me or everyone switched to 480p? I don't know.
I don't know.
It says I'm green on stream. Gotta head out. Love you both. Top Clack, thank you for stopping by. Quakeums.
Oh, many loves. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hooligan, thank you for the 2 months. I'm just going to solder in some of these anchor switches here. And I'm going to jam these Zycos onto this here plate.
Jam them. You just got
Jam
jammed.
'em. You just got jammed. I'm also king of seating switches that have bent pins. So
Ooh, there you go.
I didn't check that, so I'm glad that so far I haven't soldered a half.
You'll feel
switch
it,
in.
man. I don't know why, but with Zycos, you'll just fucking feel it, right? When you push it in, it's like, you're like, oh, shit. Do you guys like, is it gachi? Well, I don't know how to pronounce it, so probably not.
That feel soldering a bent pin. Yeah. Well, the feel for me is when I solder the non-bent pin, like if I come to it first, and then I've got half a soldered switch, and I'm like, son of a bitch. Like, guess I'll fire up the solder gun.
Interesting. So I guess the 480p, if you use an ad blocker, you are forced to use 480p in watching Twitch.
Really?
Interesting. Oh, Vox Key is here. Who's Vox Key?
What a fucking loser. Get out of here.
Who's Vox Key? Vox Key, I was just going to show him the aerodynamic possibilities of using this plate and PCB as a frisbee. So we're really yeet it across the room and see what happens.
Ooh, a follow bear. Vox Key is following me. Wow, that feels untimely late. That's okay.
I love it.
Hi, Matt. How are you? And not doxxed because he happily goes by Matt when he's on streams, so I don't feel badly at all. Double boxing streams. Oh, I was like, hell yeah.
Removed ad guard just to watch 1080p 60. Nice. Although this camera is in 30p because this is in 4K downsampled to 1080.
Iron180 gifted a sub to Vox Key in Langlandia.
There it is.
What a lovely human. Thank you.
So, Vox, just a heads up, since this is your board, one of your relief cuts didn't get removed all the way. I tried pushing on it, but I didn't want to just, like, yeet it through without just, like, bending the plate in half. So, just a heads up. You know, they're called prototypes for a reason.
Flower QT, hello. Oh, Mr. Mark, can I speak to the manager?
Can I speak to
Love it. I love this damn community. What a good thing to do on a Saturday afternoon.
Right. And then, guys, I'm actually going to be on another stream later today. Chat versus everything. So, if you guys don't know, Dankly Frank from Prime Caps, and a cool guy named Grindbox run a show called Chat versus Everything, where you control a player character in D&D. And Abracadaniel and myself will be on there with some other awesome folks. Plan later today. That'll start around 7 our time, so 7 p.m. Central Time. So be sure to follow Chat versus Everything. If someone wants to throw a link, one of the mods wants to throw a link to Chat versus Everything in the channel, please do. And I will be on there at 7. Typing on this board. Except I don't think it's going to work yet, because he's got to send me the bin file.
Yeah, I think he sent it to... I was out and about today, and I'm pretty sure he sent it to me, so I can forward it on.
Yeah. Thank you, Abracadaniel. And we'll post about it in the Discord as well. Next on deck, no
thank
worries.
you.
I sent that
thank
plate.
you, Noob.
No worries. That's why I sent that plate. Saving the good stuff for actual buyers. There you go, man. Out of the 20 Bacas, only one was messed up, and you know who saved it. This guy. I am gonna take. So Lang got a Baca, but I'm gonna get his Cerakoted bright ass pink. So
What?
Yeah,
No, you're not.
No, of course. I'm just gonna drive it on over. I'm gonna give it to Rick, and I'm gonna have him drive it on over.
Oh my god. You have no idea how much I will freak the fuck out if you actually do that.
Oh, I know you will. Which is, but
Oh my
what's
God.
great is I'm like, that's a freebie. That's a freebie B stock. Like,
Yeah, dude, that's good for you and good for me.
right? Like, it's just a win-win.
Oh my god. Hey, Gary's here. Gary's in my stream. What up? What up, Gary?
This board looks great. Can't wait to hear it. Glad to see you guys staying safe. I hope. Yeah, I mean, it's sunny. Things have happened in the world. And so everybody stay safe. That's all we can say. You know, we're not going to get too far into it, but just stay safe.
Yeah, man.
If there was a weekend to stay indoors and watch streams, this weekend would be the one.
That is true, yes. Okay, so some of these I'm not pleased with how they're seated. This one particularly.
Can you tell Rick when you see him to give me my cable? I will. Let's see. Cerakote in stripper pink.
Yeah, dude.
What if they only have like prostitute pink?
Well, I mean, first of all, let's not shame sex work. It's legitimate
Listen,
work.
it's a job, man. They're working hard. They're working late nights. I get
Second
it.
of all, the pink that I chose is actually called Diva Pink, which is more closely associated with my personality than I sometimes am okay admitting, because I am a diva. Okay, girl.
Future dental hygienist magenta.
Oh my god.
That's good.
That's very good. Okay, so some of these. Boy, howdy.
Some of these are snug.
Yeah, girl.
These are
well, and the
these are Jesus
PCB I
outings.
love because it's very it's tight for the legs, and I noticed that when I was making a sound test board as well. So that's a plus for me.
So
But it
sorry.
no, it's just it makes these Zycos even more difficult.
So shout out to Voxkey. I got all the switches in. We'll get them soldered here in a minute. But I'm honestly probably going to take a quick 2 minute. I'm going to let Lang catch up a little bit before I start soldering. So thank you. Because while I wouldn't have minded a couple extra, if you are sending someone a build, please just send them 6 extra switches. If you have enough money to build a board and you have enough money to pay someone or ship it or whatever, you have enough money to buy 10 extra switches. 20 extra if it's Zycos, yeah. If it's Zycos, you need to send them at least a 10 to 15% failure rate amount. So now this is only one, but that leaves me one. That leaves me some extra. So guys, if you are sending builds, just send extra, because some things happen. No one's perfect. No one's perfect.
Yes.
Some switches you'll find they won't register. It's just because it's a bad switch.
Yep,
you can
it
do
happens.
Sometimes you can do everything correctly and still fail.
Yep.
That is life.
That is a good lesson to teach people. If you do everything right, sometimes you still fail.
Yep.
And we get up and we move on with our lives.
Yep. But
Right.
on a 60%, send 70 switches. On a 65%, send 70 to 75. 75% / TKL, just send 90, 95. Make it around 100.
I mean, you're buying them in 90 or 100 anyway. Just send them.
Yeah, just
we're gonna give them back.
split.
We're not gonna keep them hostage.
Split backspace get out.
Get
Kidding.
out. Split backspace is the way to do it.
Always. So we're just gonna chill for a sec.
Langland
Abracadaniel,
Diva.
thank you for the 100 unicorn heart rainbow bits. Thank
Ooh.
you.
Is Abracadaniel into rainbows or unicorns?
No. Not
Okay,
even
well,
kidding. Of course she loves that. Steelwind gifted a sub to Double Day. Steelwind, thank you very much. Also,
Yes.
My Hawks Yoru, thank you for the follow. And Steelwind also subbed earlier, and I missed that. Sorry. So, if you guys have any questions about Iron180, or if you have any other questions about keyboards, I can focus a lot on chat right now while I let Lang catch up just a little bit.
Well, thank you, Sugar.
Just woke up from a nap. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Adjust
So did you say that Iron180 has some extras that will be coming up? If so, when's that available? So the Iron180 itself has not gone to group buy yet. There is going to be a Victory of in-stock units the week after the group buy for those that want to guarantee they get one. But there are no in-stock units or extras right now. And I do not know what their plan is for extras in the future. But I would expect extras at some point.
So real quick, let's see. We got. How hard do you think it will be to get an Iron180 in Vega? Sell it instantly. It'll be difficult. It'll be tough. Expect that you're not going to get one, and be happy if you do get one. Sound test, that'll be at the end, I promise. What are the perks of going for an all brass option of 180? You get an extremely awesome brass bass and very, very heavy board. The sound profile will be a little bit different. Outside of that, it's there for people who want it, but if you don't care about it, I really like that this board is actually kind of light. It's kind of a nice change of pace. But it'll add some heft to it. So if that's something that you really need, then absolutely. But other than that, I mean, I'm not trying to discount the brass bass. It's cool, but that's kind of like you don't need this amazing sick leather seats in your car to make your car really nice. That's just an added bonus.
Yes.
So
exactly.
Will there be wind keyless available? Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
Let's see. Also woke up from a nap. Also, Double Day, thank you for the 3 gifted tier 1 subs. What part of Zycos break? What part of Zycos don't break? So the top housing. So I'll show it off. We'll show these. This is not a Zyco. The top housing, these little clips will break if they get pinched into a plate sometimes. And then the bottom housing, these little pins will push in and bend the leaf, and that will cause issues. What is
you get a linear pretty easily that way.
Yep. What is a Victory? A Victory auction is where everyone posts how much money they would be willing to spend
in a silent
form. Fashion. And then typically, I don't know, there are a couple different variations, but how I imagine it'll go is the top 10 bidders will pay how much the 11th person bid.
Correct.
So, is the giveaway slot for the 180? Yes, it is not a board. You don't get a free board. You just get a spot for a 180 in the group buy. So not the plum ones, but for the 180 in the group buy. And then Lee Turk is gifting a tier 1 sub, so thank you very, very much.
So I know he's not watching because he has things going on this weekend, but Luke L. Barron of Smith & Rune, I love you a lot to do this Psycho build in a brass board or a brass plate for you. I just need you to, I wanted that on record because this is not awesome. It is
the opposite
very
of awesome.
Painful.
Yeah, my Zyko build, my most recent one was rough. Drifty Money says you have some switches between your control and alt. Yeah, it's not a wind keyless board, but still singing. Acceptable. I'm building a Prime E today, says Nico is Buzzkill. Have you built one? I have not had the chance to build a Prime E so far. Kimchi Chody Boy, thank you.
What's up?
Kimchi
Another
Chody Boy
streamer.
Subbed. Iron180 has awoken me from my slumber. There you go. I'll take your entire stock. Chewy, look at that map. Oh, yeah, soon. We're working on another proto to get it, the alignment of the lines, and we're changing it a little. Overall, it's not going to change in any huge way. The outer rim is going to change just a little bit. Voxkey says the Iron 165 FEPC Victory is going on right now. Yes, the Iron 160 Victory will have similar rules. They are posted in our Discord. So, Voxkey, if you don't mind posting your Discord, you can go for that Victory auction of those FE and PC Victory Iron 165s. What is that keyboard above your desk, Matt? This is the Singa 165 that I've been using for almost 2 weeks now. My sorry for everyone who
Singa?
Yeah, dude.
The Singa 165?
Sorry, Singa 70, whatever, dude. Just the Singa. I said 165 like 100 times. Anyway,
I know, baby. I was just like, wait a minute. Is there something I don't know? Like,
sing a song. I love it. The Singa 165. You just add the 1 and 6 together, and it's 75. Boom. Got there, boys. And polycarbonate Singa. Love this board. Been using it for like 2 weeks because my Baka does not have Mizu on it. And my key Colt is awaiting another keycap set, so soon.
Soon TM, baby.
Singa 180, baby. Let's go. Make it happen.
The Jaguar.
Yo, Jaguar.
Wow.
Yep, Singa plus SR confirmed, absolutely. That's a joke, by the way, for anyone who's like half listening. Keep Noob donated 100 bits in the shape of Corgi. Thank you very much, Miss Keep Noob. I don't know, gas came out at 75% with a rotary encoder? No.
Pixter's asking, is the group buy spot only for subs? That is not as I understand it. If you win the giveaway...
The only people that are not allowed to win are myself, Lang, Vox, and Osiris.
And I don't think Luke should win either.
And Luke, yeah. Smith and Rune, Mex on Deck, and Langlandia are the only ones. Our mods can win. The only person that I know will be forfeiting their spot is Abracadaniel, because that is my wife, and that would be really awkward. That would be a little awkward.
Why would you think that?
So.
Oh me, oh my. Come on, girl.
Collusion.
Ooh, that's why.
Absolutely collusion.
Okay, so I think we're going to set that one just to the side because reasons. We're just going to try again with a different friend.
Don't even need to roll it, just send it to me. There you go. Drift.
Sounds like a Rick thing to say.
No, it's Drifting Bunnies, actually.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the same person, right?
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Okay, well, that's good. There we go.
And another one that can't claim it is DD Decline. How do we join the giveaway? It'll be at the end. We're going to be rolling some marbles. So it'll probably be... At the rate that I'm hearing Lang, it'll probably be around 5 p.m. Central Time.
Wow.
For the throat.
You are a dick. Got him, boys. Jesus. Wow, man. Not cool, bro. Ugh.
Which keycap set is on the Singa? This is Modern Dolch. The first run. Zycos are hell. Yep. Can confirm.
Can confirm.
Lang, I will send you some burn cream.
Thanks, baby.
That was Mason Gray.
Yeah, Iron180, you're killing me. I mean, an hour and 45 seems conservative. You fucker.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, thank you for the donation, my Northwestern friend. That was very sweet of you.
I guess I should make sure all the legs are in, right?
Yeah, don't bother doing any actual work while I'm sitting here struggling.
We're gonna solder together.
Oh well, I like that. We used to
do a thing called solder talk.
I'm being feisty because I'm struggling with Zycos right now.
We used to do a thing called solder talk, where we'd bring someone on while we soldered, just for a few minutes.
Oh, that's clever.
Just haven't done it in a while because typically, I think it was especially me. I'm really bad about talking while soldering.
Okay, so I'm gonna because my struggle is that because of the flex cuts on the top and the bottom of the plate, jamming the fucking Zycos in is proving difficult on the edges. So that's what's taking me extra time right now. So I'm just kind of making sure they're very well seated.
Vox, I do like these switches. I'm excited to type on them for an extended period of time. They
Are
seem
these the taco switch or whatever?
sure. I don't know. T1 Jesus switches. They seem like they're in between Holy Pandas and Lilac Linears, which I would like. So if I like these, then I'm just gonna steal this board. By the way, guys, like, just a heads up. This is officially a personal build.
I love it.
In between sorry, did I say Lilac Linear? I just meant Lilacs. I can't talk, Kimji. You know this.
You said I can't talk kimchi.
Kimchi. I said kimchi.
No, it was a J.
Okay,
It was a J.
well then whatever. I'm gonna go. You know,
proved your
know
point
I
as
don't
you
give a
said it.
shit.
Well, I know you don't care, baby. I still love you though.
Fight me. Don't you have Zycos to put in a plate?
Fuck you. Hey, Tommy Hongs, thank you for the sub. God bless my thumbs. Rocket Pete asks if I'm gonna do any cat keycaps. I, as of right now, am not touching cat.
Dude, cat. Ugh, I don't even like the way it feels.
I'm just concerned about the timelines necessary for them to produce things.
Josh.
So,
he says Josh can't get Chewy's name right. Chewy can't get Kimchi Jody Boy's name right. Kimji. I wonder who's next soon.
Soon.
At least basic builds, it's like, that's basic. Basic with a K.
Guerin Cobb? I'm going to say that wrong. Has asked
correction,
me, what do
you've
I
already
think,
said it wrong.
what do I think of black cherry pie switches? What? What is that? Is that like a Warrant song?
Amiru.
I've thoughts about cat. I have never used it in an extended period of time. I think that it is fine, but until I own it and can type on it for a lengthy period of time, or it's lent to me, I don't think I'll have a good opinion on it.
I had one lent to me, did not like it, but that is just me.
So a black cherry pie switch is an H1 bottom or JWK bottom, cherry top with cream stems.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. I actually would not be surprised if that sounds fucking great. Interesting.
Interessant.
Cream stems in a JWK bottom. That sounds like something I would enjoy a lot.
All right, we're gonna start soldering.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Anybody want to dance?
Anybody like a dance?
Thank you. I'm glad you knew. I knew you knew.
Peppermint
I
Rhino,
knew you
at the
knew.
Peppermint Hippo or whatever, or Spearmint Rhino instead of Peppermint Hippo. Ugh. Ow. The middle of the plate I'm fine with. Like that's been going well. But boy howdy, the rest of this has been a struggle.
So someone just followed Tanda Tran, and it said "boy howdy" as our thing, and then a second later you said "boy howdy."
I said "boy howdy." Oh my god!
And it was perfect. And for just 1 second, everything was gonna be all right. Please give Moyu Black with kiwi bottoms, man. Right? That board sounded great.
What?
Did
I miss something?
A Moyu Black with kiwi bottoms is a board that we built the. Why can't I think of the name of that board? The Project Keyboard TKL.
Tengu or the TKL?
Yeah.
Oh, Kepler.
Kepler, yeah.
Got
and
it.
it had
yeah.
those switches, and they were fantastic.
I didn't know anyone had gotten their Kepler yet. Oh!
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Man, that's going to feel like being constipated for months, years even, and then just taking when he's done with the Kepler, just taking the largest.
Yeah, I know. I mean, just the
dump.
struggles associated with that.
Shout out to Project Keyboards. You know what? Right now, we can use this really quick as a opportunity to talk about our awesome sponsors.
before you fully do sponsors, just a quick side note. I'm doing crappy caps lock because he asked for full backspace. So he gets what he gets. So
I love it. So I'm actually
that's his fault.
gonna mute myself from you, Lang.
That's okay, baby.
So, but yeah. So guys, really quick, check out Dixie Mech. You can go to mexondeck.dixiemech.com, pick up GMK Red Alert for the next couple days, as well as some other awesome desk mats and other items on that list. So be sure to go check that out. Next up, we have Canon Keys. You can go to canonkeys.com/mexondeck. And I am forgetting the name of that set because I think it's hard to pronounce. Yeah, Hallyu, GMK Hallyu. So go check that out. He's also got the ANSI V2 PCBs that I still need to try, as well as some Mauve linear switches. So if you really like Mauve switches, go check that out. You can head over to Project Keyboards. Right now you can do some pre-orders of some awesome sets. You can go to mexondeck.project.link, get some pre-orders in, and keep an eye out for a future upcoming GMK sets. And last but not least, switchmod.net/mexondeck for 4% off your order. They do have some stickers in stock right now, but outside of that, they are still selling lube slowly. You just have to catch them on their Discord, as well as our awesome partners of this stream. So our partners are Zap Cables. They make the best cables in the business. I use them every single day. So be sure to check that out. We have Type Beast, so typebea.st makes one of the best, if not the best newsletter out there. So I would join that newsletter and stay tuned. If you have not read any of them, they're all great. And last but not least, of course, Smith & Rune. So our awesome partner, Smith & Rune, they have Iron180, which we'll be talking about a lot today. This build was sent to us by Smith & Rune. So thank you, Smith & Rune, and make sure to check out the Iron180 a week from today.
Basically the worst part of the hobby. Yeah, jamming terrible switches into HKF. I have started to notice that my solder technique has actually started, thank you for the follows, by the way, has actually started to harm my index fingernail, because how I hold the solder, it like splashes onto it and starts to like really harm it. So no, Nazis who eat crackers in bed may literally be Satan. Iron180.
Man, I really joined in at an awkward time.
Yeah. Well, I was talking about how I'm an equal opportunity lover, and then I said, except for Nazis, I'll punch a Nazi. I hate them all. And then Iron180 said, because I hate crackers in bed, I hate crumbs in my bed. So he likes to tease me about that. So he was asking about Nazis who eat crackers in the bed, and I said they might literally be Satan. So.
Boom.
Oh, okay. So it's normal for flux to corrode my nail. I'll get over it eventually. Do a lot more builds than I used to, so which is not a bad thing. Is it just because the Switch's top housing clips don't seal tight after reopening, or is this plate just super tight? It's a combination of the fact that Yak tops are very big, plus they don't completely seat the way that you would expect the Switch to, and the brass plate tolerances. One thing Smith & Rune is very well known for is extremely tight tolerances. Like to the point that sometimes you have to pull a case apart, which they've corrected, right? But so this plate is absolutely very tight. Plus a huge Switch housing does not help me. So
who's it? Eleron SW asks. So I twist. I kind of do this weird. I don't know. I honestly don't even know why. I feel like it helps kind of guide the solder a little bit. Because whenever you put solder on the tip, it will often, instead of it'll melt the solder, but it'll melt the solder kind of on top of the tip. And then, so whenever I twist it, I'm just moving the solder that has gone to the top of the tip onto the actual pad. So whenever I'm twisting, all I'm doing is taking solder that's on the tip and making sure it gets onto the pad correctly. And it's something that I didn't really notice that I do until like I think someone pointed out to me like 6 months ago that it just kind of made sense of like, oh, just guide the solder because you're just guiding solder onto these pads. So, because like to me, maybe this is incorrect in thinking, you're not necessarily soldering the pins. You're adding solder to the pad, and then that will in turn solder the pins.
It flows to the pins. So yes, that is also how I think about it. Okay. Oh, I have them all in the board. Now, how many of them? How many of them did I fuck up the pins on? It felt like none, but I don't trust myself as far as I can run, which is about 12 feet, so...
Too fat to run!
Your sister's hot there! There, I said it!
I solder PCBs and everyone freaks out, yeah. But you're also left-handed, so to me, that makes sense. Like, what is he doing? I'm like, oh, he's left-handed, so...
Well, HKF is noticing that we're both doing WinKey builds, and that is not because WinKeyless is unavailable. It's because the runners of Smith & Rune, to make sure the WinKey tops worked correctly, chose against their desired layouts to order WinKey tops for themselves, because the other proto friends who bought in, like myself, all chose WinKeyless. So they, instead of telling us, no, fuck you, they themselves got tops that they wouldn't have otherwise gotten. So this is one of them right here. So big brain move. Shout out to my 2-inch vertical jump game. What's up, DD Decline? I can't jump worth nothing neither.
I used to be able to jump.
2 inches is also a common distance in my life, so... Anyways, moving on. Well, so, Piotr, I actually am a heavy Windows key user in my normal personal and professional life. But
Hey,
I am a
same.
firm believer that anything more than 4 mods other than spacebar in your bottom row is too many. I think it's too many. So...
I use Windows all the time because I type Windows SNIP at least 10 times a day. That snip, man. Snip and sketch.
Dude, Snip Tool, so good. They had a beta that they've since discontinued, but it used to be just a snip.exe. It was to replace the original snipping tool, where you could annotate with voice recorded notes, and it would save recent snips in a temp file for you.
Oh,
So you could just go back and copy paste. It's fantastic, but it does not work correctly with the new version of Windows 10. Because I tried installing it, and it basically ruined my life. So
There it is. Let's see. Look sick, hoping I can snag one. Jabri. We're giving away a spot, so you don't have to worry about fighting everybody else. You have to fight. You fight everybody 1 week early.
Yes.
But let's say there are. Realistically, there will be. No, I guess I don't know. The percentages are way off. But you have a chance. You have a better chance going 2 separate times for a spot. So if you're here, your chances of getting one are going up.
I'm going to turn on my fan so that I'm not breathing direct fumes. Iron180 likes when I take care of my own health, so...
Mason Gray, alternatively, two chances to be disappointed.
Yes, several chances to be disappointed. That's basically the anthem of keyboards. Ah, yes, another keyboard. Another chance for me to be sad. No, I'm not mad at you for caring. I said I give you that shout out because you care that I'm healthy. So I appreciate that.
I only use the left of spacebar. I don't feel it would look weird if I didn't have mods on the right. That's why I think like the HBCPs work really well because, and like 75%, because I don't use the other side. Now like my preferred layout permanently is either it's my 60% a 60% win keyless or a win keyless TKL, because I put Windows where the function key would usually go, and my mod key is on my caps lock, so I don't typically have to worry about where my mod key is because that's typically where the mod key is going to be. So that's where I'm like, oh, Windows is over there. It's fine. I don't have to have any like goofy or funky layout. So
.com is asking if this is a bake-off. This is not. We're just building keyboards at the same time because we're. I would venture to say that easily Chewy is my best friend.
Hands down. I got 2 best friends.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. This quarantine gave me something. It's a very good friend.
Boom.
The feels.
All right, be right back. Gonna go cry.
I got feels. They're multiplying.
Sandy, oh my God, Sandy.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Sandy, it's me. Danny
Oh my God,
Zuko
Sandy.
from the T-Birds.
Oh. Get off that tip there.
That face won a lot of L's, but still spending a lot of money somehow, dude, right?
Yeah. You remember when you could theoretically, if you like paid enough attention, join every group buy? Do you remember those years?
The only ones that were hard were the TGRs.
Yeah.
That was in history of the keyboard community, circa like 2018. If you wanted a board and you really paid attention, you'd be able to get one. Except TGRs, which were a little bit, which your chances were still 10 times better than they are now.
Yeah,
Can
you basically
show
have
off
a
the
negative
case?
stun.
Yeah, absolutely can. Hold on.
Oh, show off case time?
Case show off time. Boom. This is the plum. We're losing light, so I might. But this is the plum. Here, let me adjust.
And I've got grain with a black bottom. Whoa, Black Betty, bam a lamb. I'll wipe it down. You know, there's obviously some fingerprints on there from me being me, but I'll wipe her down. I think that people will be pleased with the sound of this keyboard as well. So, where was I? There we go.
Three to 4 minutes on a TGR would be like a dream come true for some people, I feel, though.
Yeah.
Show the butt? Yeah.
Didn't think it was possible to nut twice at once, Kimchi Jody Boy says, but here we are. I think he's watching dual stream and saw both keyboards at the same time.
Boom. Lots of fingerprints right here. I'm going to get it all cleaned up for him, but I'll remove this slowly. Or maybe I'll let
honestly,
I might just leave it there.
Iron180, I'll take 3 to 4 seconds on a TGR. Honestly, if I could get 3 to 4 seconds to enter a TGR sale, I think I would take that too.
Yeah.
Because I was not fast enough thanks to Captcha on Jane 2 CE. And I still am sad about that L. I like that keyboard. They never told me the odds. Never tell me the odds.
Never
there we go.
Tell me the odds.
It's just been revoked.
No, Peter, you can't use that here.
Doesn't work here. I'll have what she's having.
Peeling that plastic is the most satisfying part of the keyboard. You can't deprive them of it. Yeah, you're right.
Keeb Noob, no, I couldn't figure out the traffic lights fast enough because... So I actually struggle with Captcha a lot because when they say select the tiles that have streetlights in them, and then the edge of the streetlight goes into another one, but there's no actual light, I'm like... And then I choose it, and then it's like, oh, I get another prompt because that wasn't a street light. I'm like, God damn it! Like, it is because I'm a bot. It is because I'm a bot.
but a bad bot that doesn't know what to do.
Yes, exactly. Which is why I lose on all first come first serve sales.
That's a little difficult to say. I'll give you that one.
So that's actually first come first serve sales and raffles and being unable to get them is actually why Smith and Rune exists. So oh, you know what's a good idea that I hadn't thought about? this right now, anyone that's watching the stream, Langlandia, to determine what color they want, I got you. I'm going to walk away for a minute. I got you.
So it's just me, and I'm sitting here talking to no one. I don't know if it's better looking at Lang's ass the whole time, because I can see him on my screen. I don't know if it's better that I can see Lang's ass, but I can't hear him. But it's up to you. I do have a glorious mouse, yes. I use the Model D.
Okay, let me get these headphones back
Actually,
in.
Lang and I have the same mouse.
Right. Okay, so
I was talking
the reason
about,
that I've got you.
I was
I'm sorry.
talking about the. I was sad that I couldn't hear your voice, but at least I got to see your ass.
Ooh, heckin' yeah, boys. Okay, so I have a customer build of a 165 that is in graphite. So, caveat, the graphite color will likely not match identically to this, but it will be very close, within a few degrees, okay? So, for those of you that are looking for graphite, let's not dox the owner of this. The case color here, compared to silver and brass, that's graphite, okay? So that color there is graphite with a silver badge, okay? Okay, so, and then you've seen grain, right? You've seen grain, okay? And now I happen to have a white 180.
There you go. Just so happens.
Just so happens I've got a white with brass here. Okay.
I love it.
How many irons do I have in this house?
Looks like they're talking about my beard and it says looks like ginger cotton candy.
Ginger cotton candy. I love that. So in this house, at the most that I've ever had in irons, I had 8 irons in this house at one point in time.
Damn.
So I'm not even, I'm not doing QC, but
I'm not doing QC. Drops keyboard.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
excited.
So I've had a few irons.
I'm excited for the point whenever I have all the extra squids. Like, guys, technically I own like 23 keyboards right now. They're just,
Oh my god, yes.
You know, like 14 of them, they're the same. Rockin'
Ooh,
and
yes.
rollin'.
Squid 180.
Squid 180. You know, I sent Vox a note and I said Iron Baka win, and he didn't respond.
Wow, that's an L.
But how
F's in
awesome is
chat.
that sound though? The Iron Baka.
The Iron Baka.
Iron Baka.
So right now, 6. Let me count. Well, because my FE's unbuilt right now for reasons. I've got 3 180s, and I've got a customer build. So I think math says that's 5. Oh, what a day. What a glorious day. Also, no, that wasn't 2 irons clashing together. That was just the top case rattling a little bit on our grain. From me mildly touching it with a case of another iron. So
Iron Baka. Right? Vox, just hit me up, dude. It sound like you can't deny that it sounds cool.
I don't currently have PC in my home. No. There was a time when Jeff didn't have jobs, so there were choices that had to be made for things. So
Be like that sometimes.
sometimes it'd be like that when no one will give you a fucking job.
GMK Metaverse that I ordered at the end of January just got here. I probably should buy a board to put them on. Boom, there it is.
Dude, Metaverse R2, that's awesome. That's good to know. I know that I saw SwitchMod was able to start getting them out to folks, so that's cool. SwitchMod, local to me. I'm very near our friend SwitchMod.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Curb board, thank you. Hey, look, Curb board. Fresh new streamer. Thank
Bird
you.
Board. GMK white on black, available, ready to ship, drop now. Hee hee. Boom.
Yes. GMK white on black. Oh, I would be remiss if I didn't say, Vox, I hope that all things go well at the vet.
Yep.
I am thinking about you and your wife.
What a USB called with USBs already attached? What a USB cable called without the USB already attached? Random question, I know, but some... I guess I'm confused. Are you just talking... Oh, are you just talking about the actual cable? Isn't it just like a 26 gauge data cable?
I'm confused. I don't know.
He's talking about the actual wire, like the cable.
Oh, yes. Got it.
I don't know. I can find out for you.
Yeah, we have friends at Zap Cables that can help with that.
Zap cables. The best
Yes.
cables.
Them zaps. Tell you what.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I think it's just like...
How far are you on soldering, by the way?
I think
bud?
I just finished. I just had
Okay,
to
I'm
check.
not too far behind you. And I will not be. So for those of you in chat, I'm not going to mess with any daughter board stuff today. In terms of it being a prototype, I ordered some USB-C breakouts that I have made fit to case, and we'll do that off stream. So we're not going to type. I will do the sounds, but I won't type on the screen. So, like, I won't have the, the fun little 10 fast fingers stuff on screen. So.
Which is fine. I as a personal decision, people don't care. I don't type that fast, and I just don't care about the 10 fast fingers thing.
Yeah.
Want to make my own USB A to C? Zap cables.
Zap Cables is great.
You can
John,
do
the
that
proprietor,
zapcables.com, and you can order your kit today, and it's pretty inexpensive too.
yeah, you could make an A to C for extremely inexpensive.
Less than $20, as long as you already have like solder and an iron.
Curb board, why don't you use your Prime for my friend Chewy on Mechs on Deck?
Or use your Prime for Langlandia because he deserves it.
But he's struggling to choose between them, so I was the first to say, so your Prime on the 14th can go to Mechs on Deck.
Well, there you go. The next month you can go to Lang.
Oh my gosh. But that's very kind of you to ask. Ooh, Subby Bears! Hey, thank you.
57, thank you for the Prime.
Stubge Black.
Shut up and take my sub. I love it.
Thank you.
We are done soldering.
Ooh, you know what? We're going to end up being about the same when we're putting the cases together because I already have my gaskets installed.
I do not have my gaskets installed. They are right here. But here's what we are going to do. I'm actually going to take a quick 2 minute. I really need to use the restroom, and I like to tidy up my workspace after soldering. So guys, give me like a couple minutes. I will be back in just a few.
Nice. So Oh, and speaking of
back.
cafe, I'm gonna finish soldering. Hi, welcome back. I'm gonna finish soldering, and then I will show off the red board with cafe again. That I'm gonna build not on stream because I want that to be a personal experience for me.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
I rebuilt my Baka recently with I swapped out the PCB. I wanted to change up the not PCB, stabs. And I turned on a movie and I built the board and I was like, I love streaming. I really enjoy it. It can be tiresome at sometimes, like 100% honest. Like it can definitely be there times where I'm like, all right, long week. But when it comes to building boards, I get the opportunity to build awesome boards like the Iron180, and I'm forever thankful for that. But I did have a really nice time just kind of chilling, watching a movie, building my Baka, like, because I've already built my Baka 800 times on stream.
Crusty Mornings, you cannot remove stabs unless you can remove them if you break them out.
If you break them. I was talking about
you
like
cannot
changing
replace stabs without desoldering most all of the switches. I've seen people like try and do the split apart thing before. I mean, if you're already gonna have to desolder that many, for me it's finish the whole damn board. You know.
Yep.
Just do a full on rebuild.
I didn't even take the switches out of the plate.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't. Why go through that terribleness again?
I mean, it's Holy Pandas in the brass plate, so it's a little snug, but it's not.
It's not killing you, Snow.
I am never. The Zycos are the OG Zycos are forever on the Keycolt plate.
They're never coming out without being ruined.
Pros and cons of hot swap. So, pros, you can pull the switches out. You can test as many switches as you want. Cons, also, you don't need to solder, so it winds up being like a cheaper entry. Cons, fixed layout. Doesn't really. It's not the best with a lot of mounted boards, specifically mounted boards. If you're getting it because you don't want to buy a soldering iron, and you fuck up one of the hot swap, you're just kind of screwed on it. And they're okay quality, but it just, and you also can't use Zyco. So if you're, I don't know why you would. I don't know why anyone would want to use Zycos, but if you're like to me, it's a great tester board. They're great PCBs if you want to have a tester board, but soldering, it's obviously more permanent. The switches are going to be a little bit more secure, and you get to choose your layout, which I really like. So
shout out to Quirtle Keys subscribing with their Twitch with their Prime. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. A whole lottie bears.
I guess I gotta flip this and get these things out. These little.
Okay, so that is a Zycos plate board right there.
So there are these little metal tubes in here to prevent the screw from going everywhere. Don't actually know what these are called, but you just put 3 in each of the top holes.
Since I mentioned it earlier, this is the pink that should not be, the red that should be pink. The one-off with PC bottom with black cafe on it, because it weirdly looks very good to me with the black cafe on the red. So, yes.
Kind of amazed how you guys last talking 2 to 3 hours. My throat hurts after conducting an online training for an hour. Honestly, I think you just get used to it, right? Like, because I mean, oftentimes, now I will say when I'm done streaming, like I'm just over it. And I will oftentimes I will take a little bit and just take a little bit of time and not stream. Or not stream, not talk. But I mean, I talk for my job all day long, and then I come home and I talk to my wife for a long time, and then I get on stream and I talk to a lot of people. I think it's it's taking care of your voice. One, it's drinking a lot of water, and it's just getting used to it.
I also am a professional trainer by trade and have done many speaking engagements, and grew up in vocal performance music. So not only do I have a very well developed diaphragm for it, I also have pretty worked in vocal cords. So
My 9 to 5 is a 7 to 3:30, which is I am a special education teacher. I work in the special education department at an elementary school nearby. Is the sport heavy? Not really. Honestly, not that heavy.
the brass is
I'm sure the brass one
insane.
is stupid heavy.
It is insane. Just the base weighs just under the 165 FE, which was copper and stainless. So just the base is just under 4 kilograms for the copper, or for the brass. It's dumb how heavy it is. I think I'm gonna go stainless screws to match the badge on the back here. Yeah, just the base. I think it's like 3,800 grams or something. It's outrageously heavy for the brass base.
There's Rick. Rick, Vox says give him his cable.
There you go.
I did it, Vox. But streaming's also just something I really look forward to. I was really excited whenever we kind of figured out Lang and I were going to do this, because during peak quarantine times, Lang and I talked every day, all the time, because we could. Where now that I am back at work, I just don't get to talk to him as much as I would love to, and it was like, ooh, like 2 to 3 hours getting to talk to Lang.
Just hanging out, talking.
Sign me up.
What a good day, man. So, yeah, it's been. I don't know how great I would be in my life right now, emotionally, if Chewy and I hadn't been able to, and Megan and all of these people in my life that I've been able to talk with, Grindbox and Jinly Bean and Abracadoodle and everyone, Television, my brother. This quarantine has been very hard.
Yep.
And not working for a time in that was a big struggle. And just shout out to the community and my friends in it and everyone that's in chat right now joining. I started streaming to have some kind of outlet for the performances that I couldn't do at work anymore because I wasn't working. And so now I enjoy streaming and I'm having fun doing it, and people send me amazing boards that I get to build. And so the silver lining of everything is that, I have new friends and new things as a result of this terrible shit that's happening. So
finding the good is what
finding
it
the
is
good.
about. All right, let's.
Luke is here. L Baron has joined the chat. You did include the spacers for the long screws. So yes. So I don't know what the final decision on that will be, but long screws so that you can still see the accents up here instead of this deep recess is what he's looking at there. So yes, the compression on putting it together is better than the 165 because of the deeper gasket channels. So yes. I'm trying to get fingerprints off for you so we can look at the butt. I'll clean it very well before I send it back, so no worries.
I was just gonna go massage some chicken with olive oil, and then wipe my hands off on the iron, and then
There you go.
and then immediately pack it and mail it.
So we've got a couple of artisans. So we've got the artisan that comes with the board. It will be anno matched. Okay, so aluminum cap with the rune logo on it. So that is the branding. Oh, Chewy has the black screw set. So yeah, I believe, yeah, they're including both sets of screws in the board. So you can either choose matte black screws on the bottom base or these stainless that I've gone with here.
And I like the matte black because it just looks way more flush.
what do you guys think would happen if you seasoned a keyboard like a cast iron pan? Depending upon the material and if it's coated or not, like if you do it to copper or brass, you're going to get what's called fire patina, which actually looks pretty awesome.
Does it look fire?
It does look fire, so thank you for that. But I assume that you would harm the coating if you seasoned it like in good heat. You actually can look for Biso Romy has put prototypes in his wood fire at his house before that he has on his deck. So you can see what raw aluminum or anode aluminum would look like if you put it literally into a fire. So I don't know if you can find that on Insta if he saved those stories or not. I think they were stories, but you could look.
Boo Chewy. Boo Rick.
Iron180, white with black bottom is so sexy. Yeah, the Stormtrooper is going to be great. And Luke added the alien child as a fun artisan in this build. So, yeah.
We might throw some artisans on here as well. So someone did ask, how's the purchasing through Candy Keys? I don't personally know yet. I hope for the best, but let's remember, everyone, that Candy Keys is not out to get you. If you don't get one, I am sorry. So that's it. Car291, what's up, man? Can we get a shout out for Dutch recently reaching affiliate? Hell yeah. Good job, Dutch. Vox Keys, let's see that rune. Let's peel off the protective sheet. We will in just a moment. I wanted that to be after putting all the screws in.
That's actually
salty towards vendors. Stop being salty towards vendors. Absolutely.
That's the short one. Where's the long one?
You mean I'm not entitled to a keyboard where the odds are not in my favor for acquiring one?
Oh yeah, that's right. I sent you the long beige spacebar, right?
Can't wait to see that plum artisan. If there is a plum artisan, I didn't see it.
Ugh, gross. Full backspace. What a terrible thing.
All right. Here we go.
Plus, minus
I'm muting you for
now.
just a quick sec, Lang. Here we go. Ooh.
Everyone. Shocker. I always forget those. Okay, let's see here.
So Vox says he's terrible. He forgot the plum artisan. That's fine. You wouldn't have gotten it back anyway. It's all good. I already told everyone this is a personal build now.
Oh my god. Okay, so we've got a control. No, that I don't think we're gonna put the umbrella on. We'll do a code.
Gondo, PCB love is at the beginning, probably like 15 minutes in. Sick.
Yes, Gondo. Hello, I love you. Also, I accidentally helped his brain click one day on a fucking Topra PCB he's been working on, and I feel like I've doomed the community for it.
I just realized I didn't even connect the JST. So here it is. But like I said, we're not there. It's not even flashed, so it's just.
Yeah. Again, remember prototypes, right? So the firmware was just recently completed, and we have chosen to not stress ourselves out by doing it quickly just before a stream, which.
Which it was to me. It's one of those things. It's like, hey guys, guess what? When you get one, the PCB will work. It doesn't have to work on stream.
Yeah,
it'll work, and it'll be ready to go.
Yep. So, I'm not about to stress or lose any sleep over it.
Are we putting Cappy Bears on?
Oh yeah, I already started, girl. Oh my God, Rady Bears, Clavier. Q, my dog, what's up? I already shouted out your work earlier in the stream on stacked acrylic purchase from Clavier. Thank you for the raid, my friends. Oh my goodness. Hello. Many hearts. Many hearts.
So Chewy, why did you break the PCB?
Lavier. Chewy, why did you break the PCB? Is that what just got asked?
That's what Rick is asking.
Oh my god, Rick. Of course. A monster. So this typing test will exist in perpetuity, right? So that said, moving forward, I'm also going to do, I'll record and share typing tests that have both the aluminum bottom and the brass bottom with GMK caps and SA caps. And we'll also have brass and carbon fiber. So there should be, when I'm done tonight or tomorrow, should have 8 separate typing tests for you with GMK and SA different combinations. So
hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So if anyone is like, I don't know, I'm not sure which combo I want, hopefully, you know, the one constant will be that it's all been recorded through mine. So you can make your decisions based on that. So
yeah. Is this the heaviest feeling TKL board you've held? If not, what? So this is actually, there's no like brass. I mean, it's got some heft to it, but it's not the heaviest. The heaviest TKL I've ever felt is the Kepler. That thing is ridiculously heavy. So, but this, I love this. I think this is the perfect size. It's the perfect weight. I'm not saying that as a partnered duo. I'm saying that as this is like the weight is, it still feels very, very solid. But I love like the size, the bezels. It's all perfect.
No. Here we go. Thank you for the follows. Q, my man, if you're still in here, how was stream today? Oh, thank you. I like the purple light. Pro tip, that actually was a leftover grow light from a bonsai tree I had years ago. So anyways.
Rick asks, when do I get to come over and type on it?
I mean,
I'll let you know when I ship it, and then I'll actually ship it the day before that. I'll let you come. I'll let you come over and look, but not touch. How about that?
Did you have a good stream today, Clavier? Oh yeah, actually a bonsai. Yeah, actually a bonsai. Yes. Oh, Mr. Petrov, hello. You sent me a DM and I haven't responded to you yet. I started to build your corn, got tilted, and stopped streaming because I was not prepared for what the LED soldering would do to me. So that is still sitting there, not finished. So I'm gonna finish that and send it to you at some point. So no, yeah, it was ridiculous. I did all the SMD diodes, and then I was like, oh, we're gonna do the LEDs now, and I was like, and this is the worst. So yeah, a few folks in chat were in that stream, and they were like, you know what, don't do it, Matt. I'm like, I wasn't gonna. So
don't.
This is a fixed plate Sangan bottom row. Yes. Subby Bears, thank you, Hut Shoj. Oh, Hut Shoj, I like it. Subby Bears. Oof. Okay. I am very pleased with what's happening with this right now. The grain's looking good. So we talked earlier about the concerns over some aspects of Infinity. One thing that I will say is that the color, they can match the colors very well, even in all over dye sub. So I will give credit where it is due in that realm. Okay. No. Yes. Pastel mint. Yeah. So if I'm remembering correctly, they said that was chalked up to them either approving or sending the wrong final color on that.
Yeah.
So
they messed up, and they're offering.
Yeah, that's not a color match issue. That was a communication issue, as far as I understand it. So, fair question. Cerniting. But I believe it is a different issue. Thank you all so much for the follows and everything. This is a lovely day. Thank you very much. So, and normally I grab a fistful of caps on the left. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm so methodical with putting caps on.
See, I did the big brain move, and I pulled all my caps.
Oh, you're smart. You're smart. You're smart. Hello.
And
how are you?
It is done.
Oh, you're already done. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Harrison. My son Harrison's here. Say hi. What's going on, big kid? I'll be done soon. So what?
There she is, and it's hot. It is hot.
You don't want to play Pokemon Sword anymore?
No. Why?
That's fine. You can change. I don't care. Okay, so the problem is that you don't like Pokemon Sword anymore. Okay, well, okay, yep. So we can deal with that later. Okay, big kid. Okay. Okay, bye.
That's a valid argument.
I mean, yeah, he's
If you don't like something anymore, you don't like it. Yeah, I mean,
that's fine.
Yeah, this board looks fantastic. Let me zoom out some because it's losing its minimum focus distance. This looks incredible. I love it. Little shine on 9s, but overall fantastic looking board. And we'll get some typing sounds, and then we're gonna start giving stuff away soon.
Yeah, I'm still putting caps on, so if you want to do typing sounds,
absolutely. So I guess for the people wondering, I use an RE20. It is slightly compressed. By slightly, I mean a lot. So it's not going to sound. It's not going to sound how it sounds in person. Is not going to sound how you hear it through your speakers. But I go through a Go XLR. I'm on a laminate and other material desk. How much away though? I'll get the scale out here in a few. I have one desk mat on. It is the desk sits on top of two Alex drawers, so that's all your reverberation coming. And the mic will be about that, whatever that length is, like 6 inches away from. I usually aim for the F and G. So
Chewy, for those that are listening through my stream and not in yours, what is the build again? Just quickly.
It is they're Holy Jesus switches, or sorry, they're Jesus switches with T1 stems.
Excellent.
So, and it is on a brass plate. It is the fixed Sangen plate, gasket mounted in the iron gasket mounting system. So here we go.
Set. Just going to use the accent color.
This
I'll
sounds
put the other one on.
This sounds dope. It sounds dope.
It's
real deep. These switches, the T1 stems, I think add to me. I want a little more thok, just a little bit more, but it's kind of a muted. It's that good classic gasket muted sound to it. So it's very like, this is the switch sound. Spacebar sounds is probably the best thing about it.
I'm struggling with some warped grain bars right now, so I'm having trouble returning on mine, which is
warpy bears?
Frustrating. Little warpy bears. So I'm using my accent red instead.
Space Cables, thank you for joining. Space Cables, we had a question about cables. What is the cable wire called? I forgot the guy or girl that was asking about it, but Matt DRX was asking what the name of the cable is called, like the actual wire. How does it feel?
Look at that.
Feels really good. It feels very even. It's like weird. It's like trippy. It's like, oh, everything feels the exact same. The inner wire, yes. Just the white wire.
Okay, so let's get some room here. Let's move all these caps, get them out of here.
Stiffness wise, it's pretty stiff. It's a brass plate. Like, it doesn't, if you have all these relief cuts and all that stuff, it's still a brass plate. So, thank you, Space Cables, Matt DRX, if you are still here. That is it. Overall, no, I'm gonna go get the, Lang, whenever you do a typing test, I'm gonna go get.
That's all right. I'm going to do my typing test right now. Oh boy,
so
this is
I
going
will
to be
be
fun.
right back. I'm gonna go get a thingy, whatever.
A thingamajiggy. You got to move a bunch of shit. Okay, so this right here is the Iron 180. These are Zycos on a brass plate, and we're typing with Infinite Key Grain. So again, I'm going to do typing tests for you people that are GMK or SA users. And we will get there. And I'm not connected to the computer, so I'm just gonna type some nonsense for a little while, and we'll call her a day. Okay, so. That fucking spacebar is pissing me off.
Zyco spacebars are tough.
Yeah, that spacebar is bothering me. So I'm going to do some work on that, but... Yeah, I think that is quite passable in terms of sound. Save for the spacebar, which I'm mad at right now. It could very well just be that mine from Grain are kind of tough. So, you know what? In fact, why don't we do this? Let's do this. I'm just going to quick flip the spacebar. I'll use the DMG spacebar I've got to see if the GMK will be better on it.
All right. So while you're doing that, I'm going to weigh this. So looks like 2287, so 2,287 grams, or in American units, that is 5 pounds, 0.6 ounces. So it's 5 pound board, TKL. It's actually on the lighter side for TKLs, look like, honestly, but still 5 pound board is still a 5 pound board. For instance, take something like the Crown. The Crown is 7 pounds, so Freedom units. I know it's called Freedom units. I'm aware. American units. America units. So here in just a minute, we will start doing some giveaways.
Yeah, that spacebar is much better now. So, anywhoozleby, that is an Iron 180. In fact, if we want to do the giveaway, maybe it's time that I raid your channel.
Yep. So guys, what we're doing, Lang's going to raid in here. Lang's going to hang out and chat. He's still going to be here.
Yep, I'm still going to be here, but we're going to just do one marbles, and I'm giving away this Electrotype 60 right here without DMG. I'm not giving you DMG, I love you, but no. And Chewy is giving away a group buy spot for the 180. It's not a free board. It is a giveaway of a spot that you get to purchase a board, so you don't have to fight anyone else to get in. So,
yep. And
okay.
You know, Osiris and Vox and Luke, if you guys are in chat and you want to hop in the stream chat, we can all talk about this board and while we give away these awesome prizes.
Okay, so Yeah, I mean, if you want a slightly less resonant sound, you could do a little shuffle liner in the 180, but I personally think it sounds great.
Yeah, I don't think it would
I like
need
the
it.
carbon fiber linear more than the Zyko sound, to be candid, but that's just me. So let's raid Mechs on Deck, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, before I go away, so I've for those of you that are newer here, I stream Friday nights at 8 Central, and we have some interesting builds. I like to have fun, and I hope that you come back. Thank you for all the subs. There were several donations today. Gary and Koob, thank you very much for that. So let's go over there. If you're not joining us, we're gonna go give away some stuff, okay? So
Yeah,
rating.
HKF 57, I agree. I like Wind Keyless better. I think it looks better, but as Lang said, they opted to not get the Wind Keyless so that they could test that this works. Langlandia, thank you for this. Thank you for the the Rady Bears.
Oh my God! Hi, hello. I've Rady Bears.
What did I
Tell
eat
you
for
what.
lunch? I kind of had a brunch, but I got Sonic. I had like a snack from Sonic. But Sonic. Always Sonic. Oh my God, so unexpected.
Oh my God, so unexpected, right?
Any
Okay,
raid
so
wraps like Tiny? No.
no wraps, not like that. Man, your quality is so much better than mine. I need a better face cam and layout. But our friend Janelle is helping me with that. So we're gonna get there, boys.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, so let me move this over here real quick.
Man, that
And
plum with 9s is hot,
it's hot.
dude.
It's hot.
It's something else.
I'm excited. I'm excited that I get to borrow this board for a little bit.
Oof.
Give me 1 second,
Yeah,
guys.
I have a
while
lang. You added a lang command.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my
these
God.
People knew where to go.
Oh my God. I love you.
All right. We're doing marbles. All right, so the first race, so we're doing 2 races, guys. 2 races. The first race is for, what is it, Lang?
It is an Electrotype 60 in the HHKB layout from Switch Couture. It has round 1 tangies with 98-gram springs in them, lubed and built myself. And it does not come with caps, but you get a full working keyboard. So
Let's go. So first race, the Electrotype. The first race is not for the iron. So let's get this. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get some votes in. What vote do you want?
69, obviously.
So exclamation point vote
69.
space number. If you want to vote, and then I will let you know how to enter. Basically, when I say hit exclamation point play, you hit exclamation point play. It's going to be really, really funny whenever they actually add 9 more maps. Got lots of 1s.
I
we got a
think
3,
that
the
they're
House of
probably
Pain.
prescient enough to realize that if they had 69 maps, the one that would always win is map 69. Like,
So they got to like go all out for that one.
yeah.
So we're going to do House of Pain.
Ooh. Look at that. 1,000. Wow, we need to up that to 5,000. We've got a lot of viewers today. Over 300.
All right, exclamation point play. I'm not starting it for at least a couple minutes. Exclamation point play. This is for the Electrotype Switch Couture HHKB. Comes fully built, but no caps. Be sure to enter. I just realized, I'm like, man, I need to like, what if my computer is gonna like crap itself? I'm also really bad at like looking around, so yeah.
No worries, man. No worries.
Got this. Easy money.
This keyboard looks wonderful.
Oh yeah.
It looks incredible.
Boy, howdy indeed. So we're gonna go 1 more minute. Got 187 people entered. You do not have to. This is once again. This is a free keyboard. This is a free keyboard. The Iron180 will not be a free keyboard, but a giveaway spot. Not
Correct.
a group buy spot.
Yes. Accurate.
Lots of guys. I'm getting a lot of followers, so thank you for all the followers. They have I'm just listening to Lang talk in my ear while I'm listening to Lang talk in my ear.
Oh man. Slowly he goes crazy.
I'm gonna be hearing boy howdies in my sleep. All right, let's do about 10 more seconds before we start this one. We got 228 people right now. Thank you for all the new followers. I am sorry that I am missing them. My OBS is now on this monitor, so it's like harder to look over. All right. Starting in 10 seconds. Hit those exclamation point plays. So this is for the Electrotype. This is for the Electrotype HHKB Switch Couture stacked acrylic keyboard built. This is free. Oh. All right.
Hot dang.
I forgot how to like do things. Well,
It's okay. It's okay.
oh, I accidentally turned on slow motion.
Oh no.
All
Oh
right.
no.
I took it
didn't
out.
know there was slow motion.
I don't think
All
it
right,
changes anything.
Oh my gosh. All right, who's currently in the lead? And Chewy, I don't know if you can
Whoop, and I
drag
just,
your cam to the left,
just
but we
everything
can't see
bad
the
is happening.
leaderboard right now.
Hold on real quick.
You're okay. All the things are happening for you.
All the things are happening. My cable fell out and fell behind my desk.
Oh no, and you couldn't do anything? Oh no. Oh,
I'm
don't
trying.
forget exclamation mark boost. Oh man. Wow. A lot of things are happening. We got scissor. Whoa.
It looks like we have we're oh, okay, hold on.
Okay.
There's the leaderboard, guys. We got there. My apologies.
Don Bros game. There
and
we go. He's
Don
moving
Bros game wins. I'm really sorry.
And what?
Everything
Don
happened,
Bros
but Don
game.
Bros game, please. PM. See, this is why we do the draft. This is why we don't do the.
Yes.
We need a long one. We're gonna have to do a long one for the iron. But
Yes.
Congratulations, Don Bros game. Within one stem, you are the runner up.
Hell to the yeah. Don Bros game.
That was that's
I-
so
I-
great. I look over, and my wife's like, "Hey, your face is covering the leaderboard." And I was like, "Oh crap!" And I reach and I start typing on the iron. I'm like, "That's not it." And I reach up and I'm like, "Oh, let me move the keyboard," and it just
And
unplugs.
that pulled it out. Yeah.
I was like, "Son of a bitch!"
Oh my god.
I love it. I love it. All right,
Oh my
more
god.
people still pouring in.
Yes, there was an announcement on the old Smith and Rune Discord for the giveaway time. So
Yep. So the giveaway for the Iron180 group buy spot is about to happen. We're gonna roll it at probably here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Again, this is a group buy spot. This is not a free keyboard, but these spots are hard to get, man. Every chance you can
yes. Keyboard circle. Yes. This account is no longer active. What?
get. Okay, so real quick, just so everyone. Yep, we're on the wrong screen. Hold on, I clicked the wrong one. So real quick, this is. I'm gonna say this probably 5 more times. This is a group buy spot, so you still have to pay for it. So if you have no way of paying for it and you're unable to pay for this, do not enter. If you get into it and then you come up to me and say, I can't pay for this, I'm sorry, we'll go to the next person. If we find out that you are trying to sell your spot to somebody else, or you want to give your spot, you are unable to give your spot away. The spot will go to the next person in the race. So if you get this board, if you get the spot, because you have to get this spot, you have to go through myself and VoxKey, as well as Luke Barron. So the rest of Smith and Rune, you have to go through us. So you cannot sell your spot. If you do, you will not be able to enter Mechs on Deck giveaways or Langlandia giveaways or Smith and Rune giveaways, and probably a few more. So just dead serious right now. Don't flip the spot. If you can't purchase it, don't enter, because this is for people that want the board, the Iron180. So anyway, but good luck. Let's get this show rolling. Let's go to, let's see, how do we go back? Race menu. There we go. All right. So you can vote, but let's vote for the hot. So like 17 is a 4-minute. I want something long. Something long.
Well, just look at the length. Did you switch over to that screen in your scene?
I have not yet, but I am right now. So 17, 30 Rust Remnant is a 3.5-minute one. Mountain Pass 2 at 36. 36. Slippery Slopes 2 for 39.
Ooh, Slippery Slopes 2 sounds like it would yeet a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
And maps that are good at yeeting people off are very fun.
Ooh, Haunted Hill. Oh, I don't like Haunted Hills.
No, I don't like that one either.
That one's kind of goofy.
It's Space Station.
Space Station, 4 minutes. Thank you guys for all the follows, honestly. It's
kind of never ending. It's incredible.
It hasn't stopped, so I really appreciate it. Honestly, thank you guys. And thank you, Smith and Rune, for allowing us to do this. Smith and Rune is fantastic. We partnered up with them a long time ago. And they're not only are they good people, but they make amazing keyboards, but they are first and foremost really awesome people. So, guys, shout out to Smith and Rune for allowing us to do this, and good luck on getting either this or getting in the group buy. Once again, this Plum keyboard is going up for Vickery here in about 2 to 3 weeks. Is the 28th and the 29th. So if you want one of 10 Plum keyboards, you can go for that later this month. And those will be ready to ship. Basically, I'm pretty sure they're giving themselves enough time to make sure the PCB works. All right, so let's see who we got votes for. We got 63 votes for Marble Centauri, and that's the only double digit. We got Frozen 2, Space Station, and yeah, Marble Centauri is going to be it. Race. All right. Exclamation point play. And just this. Okay, now exclamation point play. Exclamation point play. You are going for an Iron180 group buy spot. If you are unable to pay for this, or you don't even want one, God, and you're just wanting to maybe play marbles, just let us know. If you do get it, let us know to pass to the next person, please. So once again, you do have to pay for this. So if you're unable to pay up the either $585 or $800 next week for these group buy spots, please do not enter. But yeah, the winner of this, we're gonna mark down probably the first 3 or 4 people. So even if someone wins and you got second, don't give up hope quite yet.
Maybe they'll do something silly and try and flip it and lose their spot. Also, watching the number of people join with exclamation mark play was really intense.
Fun. It was fun.
Like, it's this. You know what it's like to be Teja right now, man. Look at how fast chat's going. You're beating.
Everyone's
Nathan
just
sometimes.
excited to play.
Oh my God! You know what? Merlin is streaming right now. That should be who we raid.
Oh yeah.
He would lose his mind with that many, I think.
Absolutely.
And for those of you that don't know, while we're trying to kill time to let people !play to join, Mech Merlin is a huge reason why a massive amount of keyboards even work in the community.
Absolutely.
So much love to Mech Merlin. He is a wizard when it comes to programming.
Absolutely. Mech Merlin is the man. He is
For
the
sure.
man. So we're gonna roll this at 4:36. So 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. 4:36. We're gonna roll this, and I'm gonna check my email and see if I got an artisan. I like how orange my face is because I don't have. It's getting dark outside, and I don't have any. I don't have any streamlights, so this orange sun is just beaming off my face. I love it.
I still have my Streamlights on. I'm not on camera anymore, so I'm just gonna turn that off.
Who
What
knew?
a silly man I am.
Who knew? So we got 311 people in. One more, about 1 more minute. About 1 more minute before I'll start the 10-second counter. Good luck, everyone. I really hope. My hope is that this is someone who's I am wanting. And by the way, just full disclosure, our mods can win. The only people that are not going. I haven't entered. The only people that we are not allowing to win are people from Smith and Rune, Langlandia, and people from Mechs on Deck, and and that is per Mechs on Deck household. So I believe Abracadaniel has joined just because for the love of marbles, but if she wins, she will pass it on to the next person who won. So, but if a mod wins, please don't say rigged. We like to offer the cool stuff to our mods. We don't just because they're doing great work for us does not mean that they should not have a good chance to win something cool. So let's get this show on the road. I'm gonna go ahead and hit start.
Oh my, here we
8
go.
seconds. Woo! Boy howdy.
Boy howdy, good
Nice.
luck everybody.
3 seconds, baby. Let's do this.
Get it. Let's get it.
Go, and it has started. And I will not screw up this time, except I don't know how to select the player.
Just push number 1, and that'll give you first position.
Uber and Buster Blader are in first.
It looks as though Buster Blader has taken the first turn and is currently in the lead. Do not forget, gentlemen and ladies, to use ! boost and !cheat
And
to potentially win
rig.
better. !rig for me.
Ooh,
All
that's a
one
lot of
word.
balls. Oh, that's a lot of balls coming through.
Yes.
Wild Turtroll coming in hot right now. Moving through. I like the scenery.
Oh, it's magic.
Wild
Turtle. Yeah, and left alt turns
Ooh,
on.
we're
and off
losing a
commands,
lot
by
of
the way.
people. We are losing
Oh man, look at all those
people.
yeets. Lots of yeets. Hutch Boy, Within One Stem, Vint Keys, Crybang, Dune, Song of Victory. Well, not today.
Bucknut taking a big lead.
Ooh. Oh man, tell you
it's,
what.
It's thrown off because of spacing.
Because of
There
the
it is,
because of the curves. Bucknut still in the lead, going
Bucknut
through
going
this.
all the way down.
Oh, my goodness. Whoa. Oh, this is great. This is fun. Coming out of the bottom of the ramp.
This is like
It's like Bucknut is coming coming towards Saturn. Looks like we're going to ride the dust rings of the beautiful planet Saturn here. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. This is something else. Do you have really epic music playing in the background too?
no. It's like
I mean, I feel
super
like you should.
chill.
Oh, look at this. Oh man, I bet we lose some folks now. with that yeet.
We've been losing people.
Oh, I
We're
know.
second place. You got a lot of people coming after you, Mr. Bucknut, but you are handedly in first place. Oh, that was a slowdown though. That was a rough.
Oh man, that one hurts. That one hurts.
What I don't want to happen is I don't want Bucknut to be in first this whole time, and then at the absolute last second, someone just goes blowing by.
Yeah, that said, the second through 10th places have been pretty consistent during these stretches as well. So,
Yep. And they're all slumming down at the same time, so there's no real ground
Oh.
being made up. I can see the finish line in the map.
But it's very far away still.
We
Oh
still
my
got
goodness.
some time. Bucknut going a little too high up the sides for my comfort.
And for those of you that are spiritual, !pray will also potentially give you a
Boosts of
shortcut.
luck.
The small amount of support from your deity of choice. So.
Oh no! Bucknut falling off the side.
No.
Ooh.
How many people are gonna get yeeted?
Ooh,
Oh
this
my.
is tough.
Ooh,
Tech yak.
Oh man. No. Poor Bucknut.
Poor Bucknut in the lead for so long.
Only to be brought down by a small cribbage
Quirtle
peg.
Keys.
Ooh, Quirtle Keys.
Oh, Quirtle Keys made it right on through.
So squishy.
Taking on.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
no.
Whew. This is tough. This is. Gotta get over it.
Oh my goodness.
Gotta get past this last bump. Quirtle Keys with the victory.
Oh my goodness. What a nail biter. Look at how many people are still being yeeted. Quirtle Keys with the group buy spot for the Iron180 group buy.
Quirtle Keys at Mex on deck me like 2 or 3 times. Just keep at Mex on decking me.
Yes, we will need to check back in with at Donbro's game.
I'm literally taking a picture of this list because we're just gonna go
Don
on
Bros
down.
just DM'd me. Excellent.
So Quirtle Keys first place, Li Hui 98918, Earth Sojourner, So Cushy, and those are all people are going to. We're going down the line if they wind up not getting it. So I just need Quirtle Keys to hit at Mex on deck in chat, please.
Yeah, big F in chat to Bucknut.
Big F
and
chat.
Andrico, no, the commands do not help at all. It's all a meme. So all a meme.
Quirtle Keys, please PM me on Discord. I'm sending you in a Twitch whisper my username. Good job, everyone. So,
What a fun day
it's been a solid day, guys.
Wait a
Again,
minute.
I went to the wrong spot.
Hold on.
What's up?
I just had a thought.
What's up?
You know who is also streaming right now?
Who? Oh, Ukulele Dad. Trust me, I thought that too. It's. Here's what we'll do. So, Keeb Noob, if you are in chat, what I want Keeb Noob to do, because you have the ability, I want you to send everyone from Ukulele Dad to McMerlin.
But we should stop in to say hello because he is one of the most joyful humans
Yes,
on
he's
planet.
amazing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna raid Ukulele Dad because he's awesome. This is like a really cool ukulele expert, and then he's going to raid into McMerlin. But I do suggest if you don't want to watch a cool guy play the ukulele, go set up McMerlin's live. I know like Andy Wynn's live. So, but yeah, let's.
What a day. I'm so happy right now.
Yes, absolutely. So, Keeb Noob, thank you. And let's see. All right, QWERTY Keys, I got you on Discord. Thank you guys for the stream. Thank you, Smith and Rune. QWERTY Keys, congratulations. Bucknut, Big F, I'm sorry, man. Any PCB feedback? Gondo, I'll hit you up. I'll PM. Honestly, there's nothing that I had any issues with, so well done. But guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I actually will be on Chat versus Everything, which is a D&D related stream run by Frank, by Prime Caps and Grindbox. And it's a D&D related stream. I will be on that later here in a couple hours. So join our Discord if you want to catch me on that. Thank you to all our awesome sponsors and partners: Dixie Mac, Cannon Keys, Project Keyboards, SwitchMod.net, Zap Cables, Type Beast, and of course Smith and Rune. We will be starting this next week. Will be on Tuesday for our normal show. Wednesday with basic builds. Check her out. She is amazing. And then we'll announce what we'll be doing Saturday. So thank you very, very much. Lang, thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me. This has been a lovely day.
Absolutely.
I appreciate all of you very much.
And go hit up Ukulele Dad. He's awesome. Love you guys.